They're coming after you, and specifically, they need that data also. So he and his minions of unauthorized, unaccountable people are going forward.
Representative LARSON saying that they are coming after you. He does not agree with Elon Musk having access to Social Security. I'm going to play that full video clip as you'll be really surprised at what he says there. Also, these are the 6 Social Security changes Americans want to see. If we go down to number 6, you can see this is a popular one: reduce benefits for beneficiaries with higher income in retirement. So those who make the most money, have higher income, reduce their benefits. This way, poorer people can have higher benefits. That sounds like a good idea, but I'm going to give the details of the other 5 things as well to help Americans with Social Security. I'll give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So Americans have spoken. These are the 6 Social Security changes these Americans want to see happen with Social Security. I'm going to go over these 6 changes that you might be a little surprised about. But first, let's take a listen to Representative LARSON on Elon Musk, Doge, and Social Security.
Thank you, Speaker Smith. It has a nice ring to it. I rise today to address ongoing concerns about Social Security, especially just in this past week, since Mr. Musk has decided that he, in an unauthorized position, not approved by the Senate, with no accountability, is after everybody's data and information at SSA. Mr. Speaker, it might surprise some of the viewers in our audience to know why the wealthiest man in the world needs to know your Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid information. Privacy is something that Americans value. Data is something that billionaires can turn into money. And so, Mr. Speaker, we need to know what role Elon Musk and Doge, or I call it Dodge because they dodge accountability, will have with the agency and everyone's hard-earned benefits. As if an unconfirmed, unelected billionaire should have access to yours or anyone's sensitive information. And if the cuts that they're promising and what he's looking for come through, that means people's personal Social Security will be reduced by 36%. It hasn't been enhanced since Richard Nixon was president of the United States, and now Mr. Musk is out because he's been charged to cut the budget by $2 trillion. And as everyone knows, 70% of the federal budget comes from Social Security, Medicare, and defense. They're coming after you, and specifically, they need that data also. So he and his minions of unauthorized, unaccountable people are going forward. We have written to Acting Commissioner King, attorneys generals across the country, including my own from the state of Connecticut, Mr. Attorney General Tong, are putting forward attempts. And then we learned today or this morning that President Trump says that he's just going to ignore the courts because he believes that he's above the law, Mr. Speaker, that he's not accountable to anyone. And now he's saying that he's not even accountable to the courts because he and the billionaire class have gotten together and said, don't worry, no one on the Republican side in the House and Senate who control both the House and Senate is going to speak up
What are your thoughts? Do you agree with Representative LARSON? Are they coming after you? Representative LARSON, as well as a lot of the Democrats, do not agree with Elon Musk having access to the read-only Social Security data. But what are your thoughts? I've given a bunch of back and forth. I showed you the video clip of Elon Musk right next to Trump in the Oval Office asking for access. We're seeing two completely different sides. If you look at the comments, you'll see some are for Elon Musk, some are against. Where do you stand on this? Let me know down in the comments below. Let's go to this. These are the 6 Social Security changes Americans want to see. So let's go over this. So there was a recent poll, and these are the biggest changes that people want to see. So number 1, impose payroll taxes for earnings over $400,000. This one makes complete sense. Currently, it cuts off at $176,000 in 2025, meaning, excuse me, anything you earn over $176,000, you don't pay payroll taxes or Social Security payroll taxes on it. They want it to be over $400,000. And this is something that President Biden ran on. This is one of his key 4 pillars for Social Security that he campaigned on and did absolutely nothing about any of the 4 pillars, including this one. So wants to scrap the cap and increase that. Number 2, gradually raise the payroll tax from 6.2% to 7.2%. So to be clear, no one wants to lose more of their income to taxes, but higher taxes are likely to be a part of the ultimate fix for Social Security. Surprisingly, people are okay with paying a higher tax, going from 6.2% to 7.2%. At the moment, it is 12.4%. I think it would go up to 16% tax that you would be paying. So really curious, what are your thoughts on that? Number 3, adjust the cost of living adjustment calculations to better reflect senior spending. So I've gone over this multiple times, gone over multiple proposals for this. This seems to be a no-brainer right here. This is basically saying go from the consumer price index for the W for the urban wage earners and change it to the CPIE. This will result in a higher COLA. Getting a measly and pathetic 2.5% increase is insulting. While we have millions of Social Security recipients living below the poverty line when they paid into Social Security, worked decades, hard work, and then they're getting barely anything for it. They're not getting fulfilled on their promise. So at least changing the COLA is a quick, easy fix to give them a higher bump year after year. Number 4, provide a caregiving credit. So basically what's saying here is for those who step back from the workforce to care for young children, often women, typically receive much smaller Social Security benefits than those who remain in the workforce without these interruptions. So according to this, it would give caregiving credits designed to reduce the negative Social Security effects of leaving the workforce to care for children under 6. Number 5. Provide a bridge to benefits for older workers with a history of physically demanding jobs. So many with a history of physically demanding work claim Social Security benefits under their full retirement age, 66 to 67. This is allowed, but claiming early reduces the size of your monthly checks by up to 30%. This reduction is usually permanent and can lead to a smaller lifetime benefit. So basically, those who work high demanding jobs would actually, there'd be some type of bridge so they could get a higher payout of Social Security. Number 6, reduce benefits for beneficiaries with higher income in retirement. So the final proposal is saying that reducing Social Security benefits for retirees with retirement incomes excluding Social Security of $60,000 or more for individuals or $120,000 or more for married couples. The idea here is that these individuals appear to have more personal savings and may be better able to get by on their own with smaller Social Security checks. So what are your thoughts on that one? Basically saying people who have earned higher throughout their career they probably have some other type of retirement account, bigger savings, so we could cut their Social Security and potentially give it to the poorer people. So there's more money there for the poor people. Let me know your thoughts on that. What are your thoughts on these 6 changes to Social Security? These are just proposals, nothing set in stone, but this is what the American people want to see, supposedly. Are there any other changes that you would like to see? Let me do that down in the comments below. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. Do you like my stress ball? You squeeze it and then you feel better. So I'm going to tell you one thing you should do. Do the things that you want to do because you only have one life.
If you're curious about the latest update about the Social Security Fairness Act, you're going to want to click this video over here. I'll also answer the question, is Donald Trump cutting Social Security fund? Click that video now, and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.